Which expression is equivalent to x to the power of 70 divided by x to the power of negative 97? All right. So when we're handling this question, we have to understand something here. We have to follow our rules and we have to follow it to the letter of the law. I know a lot of us might be looking at a question like this and think that the final answer is answer choice B. I can empathize with you if you believe that that's the answer, because if you're not comfortable working with negatives, even if you know the rule, the law of exponents, if you're not comfortable with negatives, this will bite you for sure. Let me show you what I mean here. We have x to the power of 70 divided by x to the power of negative 97. Everyone, by rule, when we are dividing powers of the same base, x in this case, what do we do with those exponents again? We subtract those exponents. Exactly. When we are dividing powers, subtract those exponents. Here's the kicker though. One of the exponents is already negative. So how is that going to look? Exactly like this. Watch this, everybody. I'm going to have the numerator's exponent, then I'm going to subtract, and I'm going to show you the denominator's exponent. Everyone, do you notice, like I do, the double negative? Do we notice that? Yeah, ew, boo, yeah, double negative. So when we see that, remember everybody, a double negative becomes addition, becomes a positive. And so with that, this turns into 70 plus 97. 70 plus 97 is 167. So this becomes x to the power of 70 minus negative, which is plus, making it x to the power of 167. Another way that I can clearly show you this without making you rage bait and rage out is by pointing out that we have a negative exponent in the denominator. So another way that we could technically view this, everyone, is like this. Let me bring this over here. Another way that we could technically view this is by moving this from the denominator to the numerator, and that allows us to get rid of the negative on the exponent. And so I hope that it's a little more clear from here that, yeah, we are multiplying powers. We can add those exponents, and that becomes the same correct answer that we have up here. So hopefully we notice that. Hopefully we can see that. But the correct answer, nonetheless, is answer choice C. Up next, we have which expression is equivalent to x to the power of 16 multiplied by x cubed raised to the power of 8. So this is going to be, for sure, a little bit awkward, but this is a problem that we can definitely get through. Just remember to take it one step at a time. So we have x to the power of 16. That's just going to stay there idling until we get done with this right here. Now, everyone, when we have a power to a power, so a power of a power, what do we do with those exponents? Correct. We are going to multiply. Yep, 3 multiplied by 8, that's going to be 24. So we have x to the power of 16 multiplied by x to the power of 24. And from here, we'll apply the product of powers law, where basically if you're multiplying powers, if they have the same base, add those exponents. 16 plus 24, that's going to be 40. So our final answer is x to the power of 40, which is answer choice A. Which expression is equivalent to 5x to the power of 9, all grouped squared, multiplied by x to the power of negative 13? Okay, that's a lot, right? This may be a little intimidating, but what I'm going to say here, like I have been saying through any of these problems that you might have seen me solve, is that we just want to take it one law of exponents at a time. One law at a time until it becomes simple. So let me rewrite everything right here. The group 5x to the power of 9, all squared, multiplied by x to the power of negative 13. So first things first, everybody, let's go ahead here and begin with this. So everyone, when we have the power of a product here, what we're going to do is we're going to distribute the 2 to the exponents of the 5 and the exponent of the x. So here's what this looks like. I'm going to just take this over here and over here. So we have 5 to the power of 2. And then we also have x to the power of 9 to the power of 2. And I think we know at this point, everybody, when we have a power to a power, what do we do with those exponents again? What do we do with those exponents? We multiply, exactly. So here's what we'll have here. We'll have x to the power of 18. Just from there. And I think we know this one, 5 squared, that's the same as 5 times 5. 5 times 5, everyone, is what again? 25, exactly. We can make this 25. So now that we're here, we have 25x to the power of 18. And don't forget, we have x to the power of negative 13 over here. There are 2 ways we can handle this, both achieving the same correct final answer. Let me first move this over here, allowing me a little more room. Once I duplicate this over there, booyah. All right, so one way that we can handle this is going to be moving the x to the power of negative 13 down here to make it x to the power of positive 13. That's one way we can try it out. Because if we move that over in that way, all we're applying here is the quotient of powers rule. We have the same base, which is x, so we'll subtract these exponents. Everyone, 18 minus 13 gives us what again? Yeah, that's just going to be 5. Just going to be 5. So that becomes 25x to the power of 5. That's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it, allow me to repeat this again. Another way of looking at this is by applying our product of powers law. We are multiplying powers with the same base. And so what we'll do is we'll add these exponents. Everyone, 18 plus negative 13, that's the same thing as saying 18 minus 13. Adding a negative is the same as subtracting. And so what we have is 25x to the power of 5. 18 minus 13 is 5, and so we can get the same correct answer that we did. So the correct answer here, everybody, is regardless answer choice A. All right, which expression is equivalent to x to the power of 0 multiplied by x to the power of 28? So when we're tackling this one here, everybody, we have to understand some of these identity rules. The rules that, hey, they're there, but they might not show themselves every single problem. So that's kind of what makes a problem like this hard. If it just randomly pops up and you forget that anything to the power of 0 is 1, then this might make you second guess yourself. But here's how it goes. Anything to the power of 0, that's going to be 1. So this basically turns into 1 times x to the power of 28, which is just x to the power of 28, just like that. Another way you could look at this if you wanted to was from the lens of the product of powers law. So if we have x to the power of 0 times x to the power of 28, everyone, what's the rule? When we are multiplying powers with the same base, what can we do with those exponents? Yeah, we can add those exponents. So for the spirit of wasting time for no reason, we're going to add 0 and 28, and it's going to give us x to the power of 28. And there we go. So the correct answer here, everybody, is answer choice D.